But we have one more stream to go before we can finish this, and we can finish this in like an hour, probably less. So ready, steady, go. Let's finish up Midori. Good spirits, good strategy, no tilting. Yeehaw. Okay, we're back here again. You're the only streamer I want. Aww. That genuinely means a lot to hear. Like, thank you. Ramona's will take like a minute. I am convinced that like you can't. God, in a game with like the Sacred Twins, it is nigh impossible to make Formotus like threatening. Okay, right? We barrier. I just want to remember my strategy. Barrier you, fucking. So we barrier you. We hammer in the barrier. Bolting you. Do that. Bolting you. Okay, cool. Sacred Stone Valentine's banner is mid. The art's really good. And I'm at the point where that's all I really give a shit about. The art's good. The art is very good. I think Leon is very unhealthy for the game, but I think we've passed the threshold of like unsustainable power creep a while back. So yeah, I don't think there's any saving Faye as a casually accessible gacha game, just due to some of the stuff that they've added. But I do think it still has other like points of value. I just think they've kind of obliterated their mechanical system a little bit. Do I need the magic ring? Oh shit, I didn't give you the magic ring. Oh, did I not do like prep? Okay, I didn't do preps at all, did I? Leonard makes you see. Look, when someone hits you with the ship you don't like, you hit them with clasped hands. Nice pairing. Now let's see the paired ending. There you go. There you go. You're fine. There we go. That should be enough to kick you out. I would like this to be kind of consistent. That's close enough. As a European, thank you for updating the VOD channel. It keeps me slightly sane during work. I'm happy to hear that you enjoy it. I got the last little thing that I need to do that I just put off for like the last 2 weeks, but once that's up to snuff, we'll be good to go. More VODs? That's a very fair criticism. I will give you your VODs. FE4 remake confirmed. You gotta remember that like Echoes was announced in February for a release in May. If they do the same thing for an FE4 remake, it's like does somewhat track. You'll crit. Oh, that must have been canceled. I know he's coping here. Here's the thing, like FE4 is not my baby. I don't particularly care super hard whether or not it gets remade, but like, I think it can stand to benefit greatly from a remake. Hasn't even been a direct confirmed. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'd like a version of the game that I actually enjoy. FE4 is one of those games where I can say, I don't like it, but I respect it. That is the best way to encapsulate my feelings on the title. I do not like the title. I don't think it plays well at all. I think it plays like dog shit. But I do think it's very important, and I respect its importance. Remake will either strip the game of its identity or change nothing. It depends on what you consider the game's identity. I personally don't think it'll strip the entire game's identity. I think it will mechanically be probably somewhere in the ballpark of like, oh, I don't know, Echoes. Like, there are some things that just mechanically need to be tweaked. It's not like they were egregious. It's just that, you know, Fire Emblem has had 27 years or so to figure out how to improve on certain things that FE4 did, and like they'd be dumb to not try and use those improvements to its benefit, right? 1, 2, 8. Must be. Making roads better will just make flyers worse. Look, straight up, I do not have the answer here. I don't. There are some, like, I can tell you how to remake all the GBA Fire Emblem games. I can tell you what needs to be done for Talius, even like Thracia to a degree. FE4 is a game that, like, I don't love what makes FE4 FE4, because of which I think I am a very bad person to determine what is endemic to, like, it as a title, right? What can't you remove without, like, destroying the game's identity? That I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Rent a horse time. Bark, bark. Yeah, because rescue is a mechanic that only calves can, like, only mounted, not just calves, but only mounted units can, like, effectively use. Well, it does, like, allow infantry to, like, bridge the gap a little bit. It is ultimately a boon to cavaliers. It's part of the reason that I don't care for rescue in comparison to pair up. Pair up will just make calves better. Hey, buddy, don't do that. I genuinely, I don't have the answer. The maps will still be boring. For me, I think a good remake is one that embodies the spirit of the original, not so much like a one-for-one recreation. Someone had the bad fortune of walking outside of my apartment. Fool that they are. I like Gaiden. I am a Gaiden truther. I think it was a pretty okay game. But I'm also someone who likes Castlevania 2 and Zelda 2. I like the Black Sheep games in the NES. I think they're fun. I don't think it's impossible to, like, make a good FE4 remake. I don't think it's near as hard as people seem to, like, make it out to be. Oh, right. I was gonna hammer the bolting, too. I'll do that next turn. Okay, so Felguard does not come into play here. I wasn't sure if it would, like, have a damage in the actual... Well, it might, because I didn't actually take a hit there. I do not think that a game's remake should be helmed by anyone other than like someone who's like a huge, crazy diehard for the title. Or, you know what? Okay, let me rephrase that. You don't have to love the title, but you do need to have a genuine working understanding of like what is loved about the title and what is immutable about it. Because like, well, on one hand, nothing's sacred. On the other hand, you should probably make changes with like purpose in mind. FF7 remake, it's just the rebuild. I mean, between Final Fantasy VII and like the Scott Pilgrim Netflix show, I think we are in the rebuild era of remakes, which I like. Playing FE4 is still not fun to play. Well, that's the thing. Just make the title fun to play. That's all you gotta do. Obviously easier said than done, but like, that is ultimately where the issue lies. Go 5 and 2. Hit 36 crit, please. Thank you. I don't think I'm the person to helm an FE4. Because I think things I would want to change are things that people who love the game probably wouldn't want to be changed about it. Simply destroy its map structure and build a new one. Weirdly, I don't think maps are something that is... In remaking a Fire Emblem game, I don't think you need to keep maps one for one. I do not think maps are sacrosanct. I mean, what it means is, it means the same thing as what I was talking about with, like, make sure I'm out of range of you. What I was talking about with, like, nothing being super sacred. Shit. That's not fun. As long as a map, again, embodies the spirit of the original, I think it's doing its job. You'll hit one of these, right? You'll hit one of these, right? You did your best. Oh, we'll make it there. We'll probably just send Eirika over. No damage. Oh yeah, I guess no one else could really attack me. I love movement order. So cool. Okay, I can move next to south. I only have one Hamurn left. I might just keep it for Excalibur. Oh, right, I gotta burn through the left side before I can go to the right. Eirika, make it, Eirika. Well, come on, I know it's not in your favor, but like you're not gonna miss 4 of these. Thank you. There we go. Whoa, Glafnir be upon thee. Yeah, it's luck. I had other options. I just want to keep moving forward. It needs effective damage when you have just a shitload of might. Eirika could probably actually use the effective damage, but it is what it is. Okay, you might be joking, Bench, but honest to God, after 3 hopes, I really think that I think the Muso format would not be the worst thing in the world. Oh, I should have given you Vidofnir. Like, I've been on record many a time saying that I think 3 hopes is better than 3 houses. I think you can absolutely do something, like, valuable in that, like, game format. I just don't think it would be what people who want an FE4 remake want. I think it would work, but I don't think it would serve the audience that you're wanting to serve. I should just give you Vidofnir. It would work, but it would be unpopular. I don't know if an FE4 remake is going to be like popular in the traditional sense. I couldn't tell you. Like, I think the bones are there, but I think you're gonna have to put in the legwork to make those bones, like, have something of value to them. Oh shit, taxes. Oh. I think I've said this many a time. For a player that is not entrenched in Fire Emblem as like a mechanical system, I think it is way, 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 way more important to have appealing character designs, good characterization, and good main scenario than it is to have solid gameplay. And this might come off as a backhanded compliment, and I guess in a way it is, but I think that is part of the reason that Three Houses was as popular as it was. Like, on one hand, yeah, the gameplay was pretty bad. Like, the map design was not good. A lot of the general system changes to what is considered traditional Fire Emblem was not that good. But the story and characters were strong. They were strong, and they left a good first impression, and that's what you need. I think that's what hurt Engage. I think you're gonna, like, kill South, right? Who has a story strong? Yeah, I do. It's flawed, sure, but it is strong. Hey, Malkin. Like, don't get me wrong. I do not love Three Houses story. There are people that are like super duper entrenched in Fodlan. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people at all. But I think its strengths do indeed lie more in its like a characterization and like main narrative. See, you like Fire Emblem more as a gameplay format, but like counterpoint, you're here watching some Yahoo fucking stream a ROM hack from like the pre-awakening days. Of course, at this level of investment, of course you like the gameplay format. I would argue the more you play Fire Emblem, the more you're going to be appreciative of its gameplay system, right? But for a lot of people who aren't necessarily like, haven't been playing this shit forever and are just trying to get in, it is harder to be put off by a poor gameplay system when, you know, you're struggling against the very system itself. I can just give you Luna and you'll be fine. Fly to... I am well past the era of like huffing gatekeeping. I think ultimately I've seen Fire Emblem when it was a series that I could talk to no one about, like to no one with about shit. Words. When no one played Fire Emblem and I had no one to talk about it with, it was a bummer. It was genuinely a sad, sad time to be a Fire Emblem fan. And like, I don't want to go back to that. I've been there. I don't want to go back. It sucks. Like, yeah, I might not like the direction that the series has taken in every regard. But like, there's always, so long as the series survives, there's always a chance for improvement. And that's the important thing. Like, people were doom posting super hard from the Awakening to Fate stint where they doubled down on some of the less savory anime tropes, let's call it. But like, you go from like Fates to Echoes and Three Houses, and it's like, okay, they're not completely selling into the like anime aesthetic, like anime tropes is the only way to characterize your casting. So there's hope. What am I at? 8. I don't know if I can... Oh, I don't have a barrier. Shit. I think... Okay. There is a level of gatekeeping that is required to maintain the identity of, like, whatever the fuck it is that you are entrenched in. But I feel like there is a stark difference between, like, gatekeeping for the purpose of not having the identity of what you love completely break down, and gatekeeping for the sense of like, oh, I don't know, gatekeeping for the sense of just like making sure the definitions and like spirit of what you love remains intact. I don't know, it's a tricky thing because like gatekeeping in and of itself is such an inherently negatively viewed thing, right? And I think for like decent reason. It's usually like pretty rightly seen as shitty to completely try and like lock someone off from enjoying a thing you enjoy. A lot of gatekeeping is done for stupid reasons. Just like, no, I'm the true fan of the series, you're not, because you like something different than mine after the series has pivoted a little bit. Like, man, I'm trying to not say something stupid here. I might be failing at it. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think you'll be alright. What's your magic? Your magic is 45. Oh, you literally can't hurt me. Okay, we're fine. Never mind, we're fine. I'm not gonna pick this one, though. Oh, right, you don't even need to pick it. Oops. I guess to encapsulate my really scattered argument, I don't really think that... I think that gatekeeping to try and keep, like, your fandom identity intact is whatever. I think gatekeeping for the sake of, like, trying to stop people from enjoying a thing that you view as, like, owned by you is shitty. And, like, straight up, I have teetered on the line of the ladder during the, like, the big shift during the Awakening era where we got people that were more interested in Fire Emblem as a shipping simulator. Like, ah, shit, the thing I love is dying, and this is a new thing. I'm like, I'm grumpy and disgruntled, and I'm gonna be kind of shitty to new fans. I don't think that's super productive. Like, why gatekeep when you can just indoctrinate? Like, if you want new fans to see it your way, you have a knowledge of the series, you know what makes it tick, just convince them. Just indoctrinate them. Did I fucking give Eirika a cost? Fire Emblem Advance Wars was your first Fire Emblem game and you fell in love. It sucked because around the time people were super hyped about Advance Wars, which was like fun, but I liked it far less than FE. Oh, FE Advance. You're talking about the ROM hack, right? I think I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm going back on chat. I was like ranting and I didn't keep up with chat, but... I'm of the mind that you can absolutely... For something like Thracia, Surge, and I guess Otavio, I think it's really easy to remake. Because its strong suits are incredibly strong. You just have to make it less mean. It is GBA adjacent, it plays like the Fire Emblem that most people are familiar with. And it has a very strong story base. Oh shit, I did give you a call. Eirika could have died there. Oh shit, with a cost, I just straight up cannot bait the fucking Draco zombies. They'll kill me. Like a physic or something? I don't have a physic. Sad. I'm willing to kill one of them at least. Alcon. If Engage didn't have a base, it honestly would have felt more like old school Fire Emblem. Design-wise, there were similarities. I don't think Engage's, like, mechanical base is bad by any means. Okay, good. I won't have to rescue you. I don't think it's bad by any means, but... Hang on, we're gonna do this real quick. I do think it's a step down from Fates. I think they took things from Awakening that were improved in Fates and effectively, like, rolled them back to have a far less, like, strategically deep game. It's, like, sucks a little bit. Engage base is literally 100% optional. I'd say engage base being optional is like saying that like Garrick Mach is optional. It is, but so much of it affects the gameplay loop that it kind of isn't. Okay, I have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, yeah, you physically do have to walk through the base to get to the final map. Ha ha, hee hee. But I don't know. I don't think Engage is bait. Honestly, I like the Somnial. The only thing I didn't like about it was something kind of similar to what bugged me about my castle, was that the narrative conceit for it existing was incredibly weak. Please heal above. Okay, we're good. Let's park you here. Like, I don't think it was a pain to get through whatsoever. I think it was pretty easy breezy for the most part. But Shadow Shot, what, 45, I think? 28, 30, 38, 41. I can get to 43 magic. I don't think I can. I can Felguard you. I think if you're gonna do base in Fire Emblem, which you can, I think it does stand to benefit like the series as a whole. If you're gonna do base in Fire Emblem, just take from Three Hopes. I think Three Hopes did it right. Not perfect, mind you, but like right enough. Three Hopes, like, the conceit behind you going back to your base is reasonable enough. And the gameplay loop seems to suggest that, like, okay, you go back to your base and then you tackle a stretch of, like, 3 or 4 chapters. Especially if you're considering, like, the little base camp or the time skip, where it's like everyone's still in their Garrick Mach uniforms and it's kind of like a camp out of nowhere. Or hell, even three Houses did that. Nadelgard's route, I want to say. With like the little war camp almost. Yeah, there are ways to do it. You need to make sure the conceit's strong. You need to make sure it's not as big as Garrick Mach, so like actually navigating it is not a huge pain in the ass. Okay, take it for monsters. 31. 20, 30. I should live. Three Hope Space is bad in the sense it was fucking boring. Alright, how do you make it not boring then? 8. Oh shit, a cost bolting! Love to see it. Three Houses Talk is just overdone. I don't mind Three Houses Talk so long as it is... Oh, what's the words? Done in good faith. I don't think it's super productive to like shit relentlessly on it just to shit relentlessly on it. Yeah, I don't give a shit about... Three Houses Talk is fine. Three Houses Discourse, not so much. We're talking about how Lorenz is the greatest character possibly ever. Lorenz is a really good character. I think people unironically just get filtered by his design. I mean, shit, I recycle opinions like there's no tomorrow. Ultimately, a lot of what is meaningful to say about Fire Emblem has already been said. There is only so many... I guess only so many informed takes that can really be had. It's just a matter of, hey, are you giving those takes to someone who hasn't heard it, or are you like giving those takes under a context where they might be interpreted differently? Lorenz's barber. Again, they're just filtered by the design. Stone is 1-3, okay. I don't particularly care for too many of the Three Houses characters. Not like a bad way, just I just don't care. And I'm all the better for it. Being largely disaffected by Three Houses discourse, I believe makes me a more productive individual. 9. Would give me 14. Who's thought about Ash in their life? A lot of women, apparently. I am surprised how popular that guy is amongst, like, female FE fans. Okay, we're delving very close to Three Houses character discourse, and because of which, I'm gonna go ahead and put a moratorium on it. I think it's boring. I think it's boring, and I have nothing of value to say about it. No, it's not your bad. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just like, boy, this is just gonna go on forever. Bolting. I have a Hamern. Over here, I don't. You're sick? Ah, you took my sickness. You fool. Okay. Okay, move Lynn up 1. Actually, wait, does South have... Okay, we'll just do this. Are we sure this was done before Awakening? Because I'm thinking of, like, Soth effectively being a trickster, and... Oh man, someone at Intelligence System played this game. Like, I don't think the concept of, like, a trickster or whatever was really on the table until Awakening. First this attack is from 2014, so post-Awakening. Okay, there we go. That tracks a little better. It's like, huh. That would, okay. They still did get Gleipnir, Eirika, and the Entrap Staff, but, like, giving Soth staves feels a little weird. Like, you wouldn't do that until after Trickster made an appearance. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of chill here. Soth has staves and Super Thracia. Was Super Thracia pre-Awakening? Genuinely don't know. No Super Thracia references? Maybe Arden. Or maybe the entire country of Japan just collectively agreed that, man, wouldn't it be funny if, like, the unit most crippled by a low movement in the series just had, like, a billion move? Which I gotta say, incredibly correct of them. It was post FE12, but, like, I'm not sure post Awakening. And we're just gonna eat all of these. Okay, so maybe the Felguard would have worked on the Dargans. I'll have to move Barmanites and Cavaliers to see how much people's opinion changes. I mean, yeah, that is kind of like... I'm not even gonna say it's the mechanical downside of armors, because, like, if you gave Barth and Wendy better move, they'd still be bad units. I'm gonna save this bolting. I'm just gonna fucking wait 3 more turns. Okay, yeah, Super Thracia is pre-Awakening. So you know what? Maybe this is just a Super Thracia reference. Part of the reason I do not find Siege Tomes all that interesting. A lot of the times you're not giving... I mean, I have means to deal with it, but a lot of the time you just have to fucking wait and eat it. Something, fate's good. What's next game gonna be anyway? Don't know. I have not decided. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Fire Emblem game or I'm going to do a haha funny and pull another strategy RPG out of my hat. Poke Emblem. No. There's like an actual ROM hack, not Pokemon Conquest. Like there's just like straight up a ROM hack called Pokemon Emblem or whatever. I'm like 90% sure that the Felguard will have damage after the damage like forecast. The shitty Game Boy Color bootleg Pokemon strategy RPG that works like FE. I'm probably good on that front. At D, the Jigglypuff, my beloved. I'm not sure if I want to know the context. I wasn't paying attention. This is like... Okay, cool. Yeah, Luna Eirika can not take this, actually. Hello, Morgruk. You have 11. 1, 2, 3. This. Has Eirika redeemed herself? A little bit. As it turns out, having unmitigated 1-2 range is good. It really is just, hey, do you have swords and no mount in a Game Boy Advance like Fire Emblem game? Go fuck yourself. Rip Lyn. I mean, yeah, there's a reason that Lyn and Roy are considered the two worst GBA Fire Emblem lords. I don't like her getting him out now. I don't think you address the issue by just like completely sidestepping the issue. You address the issue by addressing the issue. All of the FE7 lords are like hybrid classes, so effectively they are a mashup between two pre-existing classes that fit with a character. It's weird to say that, hey, Elwood and Hector are hybrids of lords in other classes, because like, hey, this lord is made of lord, but they effectively take from like the visual iconography of someone like Marth or Sigurd and then combine it with Paladin and, well, Cavalier and Armonite respectively. Doesn't Roy's Endgame make him a little better than Eirika? I would argue no. Actually, his early game might. Because Roy's early game, before he starts just getting fucked over super hard, him having a rapier and like potentially a lance reaver does give him shit to do. He just gets like hard capped. Unfortunate. Yeah, no, if anything, while Endgame Roy is just like fucking disgusting, that's just because like Idune's a pushover and the Binding Blade is a win button. I think in most contexts, you're probably going to find that Lyn is the worst of GBA Fire Emblem Lords. Roy's more of a liability. Because, like, you can make the argument, like, okay, sure, Lyn's not great. But, you know, if you really want to, you can just not field her, and you can't do that with Roy. You have to, like, he is your victory condition being the C's bot. But, like, Lyn doesn't really have anything that she personally contributes super hard on. Say Ellawood is the worst. He's the worst in Ellawood mode, certainly. Like, I don't think Ellawood's good. I think the Monikani gives Lyn a little more utility than Ellawood on average, but I also think that I tend to get really shitty Ellawoods. So what do I know? Sometimes I forget Ellawood exists. Don't worry, everyone forgets Ellawood exists. I like his theme. All the lords share the same leitmotif. How many do you have left? 2 left. Okay, we'll wait 2 turns and blah, 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 blah. I mean, yeah, no, Lyn is... She's not an archer, per se. She's a cross-up between a Nomad and a Myrmidon, but takes the worst of both. So takes just the bows from Nomads and takes just the weapon from Myrmidon. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's really good character. I think it's good character design. And I think it's a good way to design your lord. I just don't think it works in, like, mechanically the context that they're looking for. The reason that I don't want to give Lyn a horse, because it's like, if you just give her a horse, she's ultimately just going to be a Nomad Trooper with crit. And that's lame. And it doesn't help that, like, a good 60% of all of the enemies that you face in FE7, you know, maybe not 60%. At one point, I think I did the math on the enemy numbers that you fight, but a comical majority of the enemies that you fight in FE7 are lance wielding. So that means that Hector's constantly at weapon triangle advantage, and Lyn and Ellawood, in addition of not being able to use, like, 1-2 range weapons, are constantly at weapon triangle disadvantage, even in situations where they would, you know, want to use their personal weapons. Give anyone a Pegasus? You can't do that because Fire Emblem 7, Elebe as a whole is very clear about, like, what needs doing to become a Pegasus rider. Like, some people say that, like, hey, you can make Nino better by essentially aping the one Hero's ult where she's on, like, a, I think it's, what, Giga Excalibur Nino? Where she's on a Pegasus. The thing is, that is just a reference to her Florina support. And due to all of, like, the alien Pegasus Knights that we have in FE6 and 7, we know that, like, it's not trivial to be able to ride a Pegasus. It is something that requires, like, a fair bit of training to do. Okay, can't do that, so let's park Lyn here. Book. Okay, we can park them here. How heavy are you? 14, I need 28. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Hang on, what's my 35? 34? I would still the cost, baby. Nino will be. Look, FE7 is not a well-balanced game. I think if they're gonna remake it, they're gonna have to really look at the, like, bones of it. Otherwise, just a lot of characters that people like are just gonna be like irredeemably dog shit. And it's not gonna go well for well. Is Sothis in this mod? Sothis did not exist yet. Midori did not exist yet. Effie Midori predates Effie's Midori. Damn. 40 speed, 40 luck, 30 defense. What the fuck? I know I gave her the Metis tome, but like this is kind of nuts. I don't think I gave Eirika a single Draco shield. I think I just got genuinely really lucky with the amounts that I got. Real Sacred Stones ours. Eirika's apologized to me. This is truly a Roy Fire Emblem moment. Need to switch green hairs. This was pre-Fates. Probably not pre-Awakening. Strength still in the 20s. Doesn't matter when she's literally never going to use a sword other than the sword that insta-kills all the monsters. So, don't much care. Also, like, strength in the 20s, it's literally just Arden and, like, Soth that have strength in the 30s. I think the reason that Eirika is able to do so much work is because it's very easy to boost her magic and enemies have less res on average. See ya. No. Actually, hold up. Does Awakening have any green hair other than the dragons? Arden actually good when he doesn't start. Arden actually good when he has 15 fucking move! Hello, Crimson. DLC Lyn. Awakening had a Lyn again. Had a Lincia again, had Pala again. Sneezy boy. Sneezing in the corner. Ow. It's so weird when I actually have to think and like strategize rather than just unga bunga enemy phase or just 1-2 range is a little too good. I need to heal that off. Is that the big? I mean, this is just a mug. Just a mug full of smoothie. I like smoothies. Like a mend. I used a physic. Oh, fuck it. Why will we save the 1-2 range weapons or purge from existence? I think 1-2 range weapons are good for enemies. For bosses, for important enemies. Because they do just kind of break the... In a lot of cases, they do break the... like the... battle paradigm a little bit. Paradigm. Does anyone else have a... key? 1-2 range is okay for frail mages, but the problem is mages aren't as frail as they should be. Kind of. But even then, I don't think 1-2 range... I think the only reason that 1-2... Okay, so maybe you could, like, initiate at either 1 or 2 range, but I think having the option to... to counterattack, regardless of enemy, like, attacking distance is a little... yeah. Mages are frail most of the time. They're frail some of the time. Let's be honest with ourselves here. I got 4 on Luna. Move 2 past that, right? I have 30. Wait, I have 30 fucking defense. What am I worried about? $18.36. We'll actually have to live here. Eirika has a cost, so she will attack 4 times here. Alternatively, yeah, she'll just crit. Balancing mages while making them not trash. I guess you make a good balance of enemies that have high defense and high res. I don't know, Chad, how would you deem mage balance to be in something like, I don't know, Radiant Fates? Radiant Dawn sucks because mages have no movement, no good weapons, and every enemy has a fuck ton of res for like no reason. Only Micaiah gets to do damage in Radiant Dawn. It's because she has an effective tome, yeah. So that's what, 20? 6. $41 crit. So you can't crit me. I have 25 defense, so... As I park here, I should be fine. Fates mages are okay at best. Fates is unlucky for mages because Diviner isn't a real class. That is true. Diviner doesn't have any, like, stats, but I guess you don't often use tomes in, like, fucking Nor Noble, though, so I guess that's kind of tricky to... I find the Thani just so fucking funny, man. It's like, it is Micaiah's entire identity in Heroes, but it is a staff that is just like fucking bumming around in Laura's church. It means nothing to her. It's not like a weapon that like she's super proficient in. She's like, Fiona gives her one because like, oh yeah, this is light magic. You use light magic, right? Cool. Like at least stuff like the Wolf Bale or like the Reagan Leaf are apparently weapons that like the Lord in question likes personally. Unless you're Leo, you don't exactly have base stats as a mage. Orochi likes a speed stat. I mean, you do also have to consider that magic is unmitigated 1-2 range. And unmitigated 1-2 range is something they were really trying to dial back in Fates. So I guess I kind of get it. God, it's so funny seeing 0 crit from a killer, an endgame killer bow, without a Hoplin guard, or like Nulla Fortune, not Nullify Fortune. Leo's strong if you can get the speed double. It's funny, both Fates and Engage kind of have the same issue of like, hey, you just need to like push your mages over the edge speed-wise, and then they're gonna start like murdering. Like both Leo and Ivy have that same situation, as it were. Has Nino only got crits this chapter? She's gotten a lot of them, but these are the stats she's working with, so... I think, look, I don't love that the Surge Tome is an always hit, but I do love that it's one range only. Yeah, it's easier to fix her speed, you just give her Lyn, but you could argue that with Leo, you fix his speed by just giving him Felicia, so... Are Lyn and Felicia basically just the same character? Love the Surge Tome isn't always hit as an enemy concept weapon to prevent you from dodge tanking everything. I guess that is probably what they were going for with it. I'd rather not get nailed by that, so we're gonna Gleipnir and move. Nyx is the better speed support than Felicia? Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right there. Nyx is essentially magic for Charlotte. That is the one thing that I do dislike about... I don't like that characters are reduced to stat sticks. Like, it's fun, but it is a bummer. That, like, you could use Charlotte, but, like, as funny as, like, 100% crit is, it will never be as viable as making Xander, like, Destroyer of Worlds. Or, like, haha, Bonehole, but you could just make Camilla, like, even better. It is something of a rich get richer arrangement, and, I mean, it was the first... Realistically, it was just an iteration on a concept that could be iterated on further. They just chose not to. I wish they continued. Selena Xander works well. I mean, yeah, for speed, but like Charlotte is also just like a shitload of power too. Xander has enough strength. Never have enough strength. Ain't no kill like overkill, baby. What strength does Xander need? I guess realistically, you might get him to the threshold where he's one-shotting things, but yeah. Feels wrong to stick Charlotte as Tradwife backpack for Xander. I like Charlotte. I like Charlotte a lot. I think she's a fun character, but... it is one of the downsides of class-based parrot bonuses. Especially when you double down on that with support bonuses. I think the decaying thing that you find in like Shadow Dragon and Fates was a good idea. What would be the optimal Charlotte? I want to try Mage Charlotte. I forget which of you brought up the notion, but like, it seems fun. I prefer there wasn't a guard gauge. See, that I disagree with that because it finally fucking made Swordmasters maybe kind of useful. It made Astra a good skill for a class that's focused around dodge tanking. And I love that. Replace Astra with some weeb samurai guaranteed dodge skill. I am genuinely curious how mainline Fire Emblem would function with some of the, like, percentage reduction dodge skills that you see in Heroes. Because I know dodge tanking in general is something of a contentious subject, but like ultimately the design, like the mechanical identity of the Myrmidon Swordmaster is equal parts like, it's not so much a glass cannon. I'd argue a glass cannon would be something more like a Berserker with 0 defense, right? I don't think a Swordmaster is a glass cannon. I think they're just like maybe a glass Gatling gun, but like you're firing the entire bullet. Charlotte's not squishy. She doesn't have defense, but like, I'd say she's Hawkeye pilled, but Hawkeye has a shitload of res and defense. She has a bunch of HP. She is a Berserker, and she is statted correctly for being a Berserker. The dragons are coming. I don't think this was that bad of a map. It took a while, and it kind of shit-canned me once or twice, but I think this is a very interesting take on the Black Temple. The Galzai are coming. I like guard gauge because ultimately, I think the way you do it is, I guess if you get rid of, but if you get rid of guard gauge, then pair up is just a stat backpack. I think guard gauge adds a little bit of complexity to it. I love pair up because pair up is the offensive version of it. Or not pair up, sorry. Dual strike is the offensive version of like that whole awakening system that was split in two. And pair up then should be the defensive version. So if anything, I think pair up should just tone down the offensive bonuses that they give you. Because you're losing out on action economy by losing a unit in the backpack. But you give your unit a little more survivability by way of like guard gauge. Can move south. Can move south. We can go further beyond, however. Negating the enemy's dual strikes is more than enough. I understand where you're coming from. I don't think it's entirely like without merit. People would Juggernaut with only a couple units even games without pair up bonuses, TBH. Math. Very good. Pair up bonuses would make Juggernauting even worse in those games. Pair up decay seems like the best. I think pair up decay, if you have any statistical bonuses from pair up, I think it is what you need to do, but I don't know if it's like the sole way to do it, maybe. Where's the hour-long description? Despite the fact that Lynn has had some like modern ults, most of her weapons are like pretty straightforward. Like I think what was her best ult for the longest time is just boiled down to if I initiate, I have a critical weapon and I attack twice. Simple and clean. Reducing pair, yeah, no, I think you need to reduce pair up stats because like being able to get what, the ultimate okay, so the ultimate gentleman, Berserker Siegbert, gives like what, fucking 8, 10? How much like strength would Berserker Siegbert give? I'm speaking less in the context of Core and Quest and more in the context of like, Jesus Christ, she is a critting machine. More in the context of like, just FE Fates as a whole. So I'm kind of trying to reference units that exist. Depends on the mom. 10 strength, okay. Yeah, I'm counting the reason I said like Siegbert is because he has like the personal woman enjoyer skill. Like that's nutty. And Swordmaster and I want to say Ninetales give +5 speed, right? Make it so pair up stats only be gained when the back unit has more stats than the front one. It's an option. I don't know if like having everything be like in line of Takami's personal is the way to go, but it's an option. The thing is like I need to see how it works in practice because I can try my best to like imagine what it would be like in action, but I can't necessarily know. I think you would at least have to cap the amount of stats you can get. And I really, this is going to be something that matters to no one but me. I really need to get like a different chair because I wear nothing but black and my room is not like crazy well lit. So I just sort of like melt into my chair a lot of the time. Pair up being a difference from class to class basis. Being difference from class to class basis sounds really cool. I'm probably misreading what you're saying here, but at present, pair up is largely influenced by the class that you're in. But maybe you're talking like more than just like stats, right? Like if you're X class, you would get, I don't know, this bonus. If you're Y class, you'd get this bonus. And those bonuses aren't necessarily just stats. Like the pair up of 2 units do different things. That'd be a way to do it, yeah. Actually, that would be very interesting, but I think you'd need to, not to get on my gotcha high horse again, but it would kind of be similar to what you're seeing nowadays of emblem units, right? Where you would need to be very careful that one particular class is not just like way the fuck better. Because in a lot of situations like that, historically, there's just been like one thing that outstrips everything else by a country mile. Two Swordmaster pairing up with each other can give a group advantage. Okay, hang on. This is gonna make sense to 3 people. Has anyone played Sonic Advance 3? On the Game Boy Advance. I'm going somewhere with this. Yay, no poison. Alright, cool. Cool, Delt Kai. Thank you for being one of 3 people. In Sonic Advance 3, you play as 2 different characters. Like, you can be a pair-up of a lead and a back unit between Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Cream. All those 5 units. And every combination of front and back will give different bonuses. What, like, Sonic Amy is different than Amy Sonic. Sonic Tails, Sonic Knuckles, Knuckles Sonic, they all do different things. And that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from the suggestion of, hey, just like, make them do different things. What am I wearing on my, smudge guard. If I'm doing anything on like a tablet, I just wear that. But my hand's fine, sorry. Just force of habit. When I'm at the computer, I'm oftentimes doing shit on my Cintiq, so. Do I have 3 extra movement? Might not. I only have 2 extra movement. Hit 209, avoid 156. That's not the greatest thing in the world. put Nino down here. Sonic and Tails and vice versa. I wasn't very good at the game. I'm sorry, when you mentioned like, hey, different like combinations of classes will give you different bonuses, that's where my mind went. Oh, I don't want to fucking deal with you. Guess who's getting longbowed to death? You are. Stone is 3 range. Fuck. Fuck me. Okay, well. That seems like a very interesting concept. It's not something I've thought about enough to give like a concrete, okay, cool, here's how we expand on it, but that feels like something that could work. That could absolutely work. It sounded cool for every reply. I think you need to like be very careful to not have it be broken, where if like one pair, like with their class bases and their like para bonuses just become super over centralizing. It's like stats are simple. They're not gonna break the game. I mean, they can, but like they're not gonna break the game the same way something like Perma Vantage might. I hated adjutants in 3 houses. I hated adjutants in 3 houses because adjutants were effectively the game admitting that, hey, we know you're gonna want to get more units, but so the problem with adjutants is that the backpack unit is not an actual unit. They're just someone that you're never going to deploy and you're only going to make use of for their, like, bonus. That's why I disliked adjutants. I also didn't like that armor was way better than everything else, which, you know, you could run into here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna Nino you because I don't want to fucking deal with getting stoned because my restore staffers are way the fuck up here. That's fine. I'm just gonna have Nino eat all of you. No damage. Well, you do damage, you just can't hit. Adjutants. The thing that pissed me off about adjutants is that, like, the backpack was just someone that you would never field, but you wanted to, like, be involved in your squad because you liked them. Like, ultimately, the issue with adjutants comes from being able to recruit from other houses, and I guess to a lesser degree, some of the church faculty members. 'Cause 3 houses is... Assuming you're recruiting no one outside of your house, it is close to a full deployment game. See, Zane, like some of the stuff you're talking about, stuff like that feels like it is teetering on the edge of allowing stuff that's a little too broken. But I think conceptually it is something worth delving into. I would just worry that the amount of like weirdo, in a good weirdo shit, positive, that would be thrown into the system might break things a little bit. All right, these are like good. Okay. I'll crit. I'll double soul. Adjutants were pretty cool mechanically because of the skill setup interactions, IMO. I feel like, and correct me if I'm mischaracterizing what you're saying here, I feel like you're just saying that, like, hey, it's really fun to be able to just use, like, Vantage Wrath because of, like, a very reliable way to get to, like, 1 HP. Three Houses couldn't commit to being a tragedy the whole way through. I think that hurt them a little bit. For most of Three Houses' life cycle, offensive adjutants, yeah, they just were broken. Yeah, Three Hopes does make it a little bit, because like the characters that you can recruit between routes and Three Hopes feel sensible. Like, yeah, of course you can recruit Petra in non-Edelgard routes, because Petra is effectively a prisoner of war held hostage. Of course she would probably leave the first chance she could get. Who's the last unit to die? Ilios? Yeah, if you're looking at the death counter, Ilios is the last one. The last unit to die, as far as when I played, was Eirika. Can't recruit Leone if you murdered Geralt, like that detail. Yay, a cost. Ah, man, that game is so much better if you just murder Geralt and Byleth. It's so much better if you just go through of killing, but the Arvel shit, like, is bad. It is very bad. Makes me sad. I'm actually convinced that Three Houses was meant to have Engage's break mechanic because they cut graphics for break battle text. There are two wolves inside of you. The first wolf thinks that break refers to Engage's break mechanic. The second wolf thinks that break refers to Fire Emblem Warriors and Fates' armor break mechanic. They will fight to the death. Three Houses would be better if Geralt didn't die, yeah, but Three Hopes would be better is better when both Geralt and Byleth die. So. I don't make the rules. I think I'll have to hammer in the Excalibur. If you recruit Dorothea in hopes, her 30 death reaction is actually heartbreaking. Dorothea's reaction, if she is recruited to another route and you kill Ferdinand, is what genuinely sold me on the monastery being a good mechanic. Not perfect, but good enough to keep around and iterate upon. Okay, go ahead, burn. Like, I was like, Ferdy, he was our friend, and we killed him. She sounded so fucking, like, traumatized. It was great. That sounds terrible, but, like, it was done very, very well. Ultimately, I think I would like... Well... No, the problem is, I guess you can't really have a monastery... I'm just gonna refer to it as, like, the monastery or base here. You can't have, like, the monastery be a full replacement for FE10's base conversations, because inherently, because you are controlling the avatar, because I'm going to assume that you're going to be controlling the avatar in most of these cases, because you're controlling them, you are never going to be able to have conversations that involve multiple people that doesn't involve the player avatar, which is it's the reason that Radiant Dawn's base conversations are better than Path of Radiance's. Not every base conversation has to have Micaiah or Alencia or Ike in it. You can have characters talk about things that are relevant to the progression of the story that don't necessarily have to rope in Ike or Micaiah or whichever lord is currently in control. Allegra Clark is so talented. Yeah, I like her in everything I've heard her in. She also just seems like a decent chick from what I've seen from her online interactions. So that's nice. It's nice that the people that do like things that you like aren't also assholes. What if we just made the avatar a creepy eavesdropper? I don't think you're doing yourself many favors for making the avatar likable. No, Chew, that's why I'm talking... That's why I said specifically that it is better in Radiant Dawn than it is in Path of Radiance. Because in Radiant Dawn, the Lord does not have to be present. Jesus fucking Christ, man. We have like a thunder tome or something. This will hammer the Excalibur. Be annoying. They got sick of me waiting around. Sheesh. I have to get rid of the dumb stone gorgons. And that's like kind of difficult to do. Well. No, that I can't do that now because I'll get rushed next turn. How bad does Eirika get hit here? Oh, a little pain. Lufnir should survive this. Favorite and least favorite faculty member of the Church of Saros? I like Catherine, but like, I like Laura Post in literally everything. Like, even after being traumatized by Release Bologna, fucking ganking me with Roma Invicta, and then laugh spamming me. Like, Laura Post is basically the hot sauce of voice acting. I would prefer her in just about everything. Look, I'm sure she's fucked up a role at one point in time in her career, maybe. But I'm not aware of it, so as far as I'm concerned, still batting a perfect record. Like Catherine until she starts acting like a chemist, then she immediately becomes bottom 5 characters in 3 houses. I feel like Catherine's loyalty to Rhea is fine, given that she has her own, like, agenda running in tandem with that. I don't have super duper strong, like, I'm not ride or die for any one particular character in 3 houses. There are characters I like, but like, it's no FE7. I'm not gonna stab you over it. All right, this is Eirika. Remember when Eirika was dog shit and then she proceeded to just like solo the latter half of the game? I feel like one of the few old fans to like most of 3 houses. I think the older fans that have a problem with 3 houses are older fans that are more familiar with Fire Emblem's gameplay loop, and thus were able to better identify the failings of 3 houses. Is it Mark Whitten that plays Sedith? It does a very good job. Okay, alright. We get it. We fucking get it. How the fuck do you have hit on me? Do I have a restore staff? I do, okay. Worst case scenario, I can restore it. Actually. I'll just use Lynn here. Yay, adept. Or cancel. I don't actually know which of these this was. Okay, Nino's just gonna fend off the forces while the rest of them kill Leon. Stone has weapon. Yeah, no, it's dark magic. So the things that look like dark magic that monsters use, actually, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure the Gorgon has dark magic, right? But you use those monster weapons, those monster dark weapons, to effectively give anyone, you can see, dark A, to give anyone access to dark magic. It's not the same thing as like, I don't know, the fucking claws, right? Okay, so that was canceled. Okay, Leon here, Naglifar, hooray. How hard do you hit? A little hard. Ephraim Malad, there are a lot of stat boosters that I need to dole out before the endgame. We must just have it in his inventory. Yeah, for dust. There we go, 28 magic. It's workable. The dragons will come. We'll deal with them. We'll deal with them. How the fuck is Veld in Heroes before Nurgle? How? I don't get it. I don't understand. Help me understand. Quintessence, I don't understand. I'm not gonna say the Aenir Aegir thing was a pun, but like, I understand them missing the double meaning there. All right, you'd have, first of all, did you expect the translators to train Nils to level 7 in Lin mode? Did you expect anyone to do that? I feel like that's unreasonable. Besides Raedric, which other villains in Thracia? Raedric, Veld, Kampf. Calls not really. Did FE7 come with a guidebook that told you to train Nils? I don't have a Prima guide for FE7. I have the ones for FE9 and 10, but not for FE7. Presumably the guidebooks told you. That's like that is the only rationale I could think of as to like why it would be a thing. Just like, hey, we need to sell more Nintendo power. They should bring Gomez to Hero. They should not. They should not bring Gomez to Heroes. Because Thracia gets like half a banner a year because the other half is made up of Reinhardt, Olwen, and Leaf. And like, just give me fucking matcha, please. Please, give me my good availability sortie. How long until every playable unit in the game is in their original? I don't think we're ever gonna get... We didn't even get that with fucking Cypher. And Cypher had... I want to say for some characters, like, less ults than Heroes does. Probably... I'm probably wrong on this, because I'm not as familiar with Cypher as I am with Heroes, but, like... There were some Cypher characters... Some mainline FE characters that never got Cypher art. They're just going to be characters that don't get into Heroes ever. Oh, Blue Sky is now... Hey, if for some reason you want, like, weirdo not Twitter... Oh, God, I'm red. Oh, white balance. You betrayed me. There you go. There we go. I'll unred myself. Yeah, no, I guess Blue Sky is... you now don't need invite codes. So like, all the 12 that I have are now useless. Hey, if you want it, it's yours, my friend. Blue Sky kind of sucks. It does. It kind of sucks a lot, but like, eh. Don't put it. Never put all your eggs in one basket. It's a dead mall. Sort of, kind of. Depends on who and what you interact with. A lot of people just use something like, I think it's Eirika or something, to cross-post to both of them. So you're not as out of the loop. It's more of a, like, if Twitter suddenly just, like, shits itself out of the blue one day, I don't want to be up a creek with, like, no contact for people. Okay, how many Excaliburs do I have? I use, like, fucking half of them. I would like to... Do I get one shot? I don't. Cancel, renewal, boon, great shield. You have a 1 in 3 chance to take no damage from these, I guess, but... I believe. Unfortunate. Could get sent to a resolve range and then kill him. Great shield on bosses. I love FE4. It's so cool. That's fine. I think Great Shield is fine if, like, it is on an enemy that's not going to threaten you if you can't player phase them. Like, Great Shield on fucking, like, wyverns that are rushing you down, not cool. Great Shield on stationary bosses, annoying, but, like, you can work around it. Oh yeah, no, Rhea has Miracle. It's fucking nutty. The only reason I know that is because I think there was a point in time where, like, Kirby was kind of, like, losing his fucking mind over just how, like, much of an RNG fest the final chapter was when he was speedrunning it. It's like, okay, so we just have to hope that we don't get miracled. There is nothing we can do about this. To be fair, Fire Emblem is very rarely done boss as well. So I get them trying to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, but... Yeah, look, Nino, just burn through Thunder, not Excalibur. Great shield on inevitable end. See, that would suck. That's the sort of thing that I'm like, okay. if the enemy is designed around you having to like burn them down to deal with them, you can't give them great shield. Oh, dragons just fucking stop? Alright. I like multiple health bars. I am so fucking glad that like Engage ran fat from 3 houses, because that was genuinely a fantastic addition. You could argue that multiple health bars originated from Radiant Dawn with Ashura, but... Oh nice, no cancel. No assistance, see if Link can kill Leon on her own. Maybe, okay, if I Luna Wrath crit, maybe, but... FE3 Medius, rather? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Medius does technically have multiple health bars in the forms of young women. Every boss needs it in Engage, but like even if they didn't have all of like the weirdo shit. You have someone has a fucking... Ashnard. I would argue Ashnard had 2 phases. You give the luck ring. Did not mean to do that. Excellent Mentus, thank you. That's fine. Can't wait for the 7-hour Super Threesia finale stream. Didn't you like believe that I wouldn't be able to make it through because I'm not optimizing like crazy? Oh, you'll give me a save. How nice of you. Thunder did not hear his cry. Let's go. Enemy growths. Love to see it. How much shit do you just have bumming around in supply? I got like an energy drop, a... I don't know why I didn't use the item, but whatever. We'll get there eventually. We're on 17B now. Interessante. If there's gonna be a part 2. Damn, this did really just take 2 hours, huh? I guess I kept animations on the entire time and I wasn't playing quickly, but whatever. There we go. Marky here. Imagine needing to optimize to beat something bad game design. Super Thracia makes no, like, claims as to otherwise. Memory serves. Skill book. Boop, 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 boop. Which final boss has done best in your opinion? Okay, going down the list. I would argue that like Shadow Dragon Medius is kind of a good final boss insofar as that the final boss is the map, not the actual like boss fight. FE3's final boss isn't bad. If you're just talking about the boss fight itself, there are very few, but I think FE3's is kind of okay in so far as like you either have to kill a bunch of your allies or you need to like rush down on the secondary objective to be able to attack Medius. It's not great, but like it's interesting enough. I think the entire GBA trilogy has dog shit final bosses. You just obliterate them with like, hey look, it's Athos with Phyllis Might. Whoa, Luna crit be upon thee. We're gonna Juggernaut. Yeah, you're not gonna die. It's like a normal thing. Do you think the Dancer Rings are good or bad design? I think they're really powerful. I'm not sure if I'd say they're like necessarily wholly good or wholly bad. I guess it gives you something to do with your dancer other than just refresh. I think I'd probably just prefer them axe him and go for something akin to like Azura's inspiring song. But they are like really powerful. Like Ninnis Grace is super powerful. Look, you'll Luna crit and then we'll get to Formotus. I'd say, yeah, Ashnard's a good final boss. Ashnard is not. Ashnard is, like, cool, but really bad. Motherfucker, stop great shielding! Ah! Okay, that must have been canceled, not Luna. Damn, if that was Luna, you were dead. Where's Sad? I think 58's enough to survive. I believe. Motherfucker, stop! Stop hitting the 1 and 3! There we go. FE4 moment. I love Barons. They're so fun. Time for the easiest fight of all time. I like this weird, like, GBA marimba. Easier than Bat of the Beast. Nice FE7 music. I'm pretty sure that's FE8 music. It's the same instrumentation used for a lot of the sad themes in FE7, but that was, like, Leon's leitmotif. It's used more often in FE7 than it is in FE8. In FE7, you have like 2 sad themes and 1 arrangement of Lynn's leitmotif that use it. I understand why you thought it was like that, but it's FE8. Given that this is Midori, I feel like it would be more appropriate if Duma was the final boss. Isn't he agreed? Did Duma have a humanoid design pre-Echoes? Man, Sacred Stones really did just do engage first, huh? Oh, the dragon was just great. That's fair. He is just kind of a slime dragon. Effie girls anytime soon? Yeah, probably. Defeat boss. Skills! Cancel, nullify, nihil, renewal. Boon, wrath, and I want to say... fortune? No crit skill. Oh wow, you actually just need to fucking power through. Lynn can't do any damage. I need the power ring. About that Nihil scroll. Oh right, I should probably turn the animations on. Did you know the Demon King has a punch animation? Yeah, it's Ravager. If it's like vanilla, he will always summon turn 1. Maybe. Still cripplingly weak to magic. Who has the power ring? And... what's your speed? Your attack speed is 26. Wouldn't Luna just shred him? Oh yeah, it totally would, huh? It's got Nullify so Gluffnir users don't feel so bad. How much do we do just like normal? Do we get doubled? Do we die? That would be what, 42? Alright, I know how we're doing this. So I need to do a little more damage. Get punched by Formotus. That's 30. It's fucking 30 crit. No. I have like a Hoppling Guard. I just die. Oh, that's Wrath. Ephraim has the Hoplin. You didn't train him at all. As it turns out, funny punch. As it turns out, having a good 1-2 range and hitting res is a little better, actually. Fly, game. Take. I will hit. Pretty sure a cost should be nullified by Nihil, unless it's programmed incorrectly. Perfect. And now the only rightful way that we can end this. Arden good. He may have gotten pushed to the wayside late game for funny magic horses, but let us not forget the terror that he inflicted upon our armies. Imagine if he missed, though. I would have warped someone in. I don't know. I guess I would have hoped that Dazla could kill Garm. Okay, aside from the fact that this took like 2 hours, yeah, this was... Oh. Right, epilogue. Nino had already moved. So I didn't have anyone else that could really do it. I would have had to send like Dazla in. This is a fun little ROM hack. I like the novelty of just like, hey, a game paradigm that you know kind of well, shooken up by like a slight change in roster. That's cool. Nephany probably wouldn't have been able to do it because I traded away the Vidofnir to Arden, and I don't think there'd be any weapon that she would have access to that could like do damage. He still summons turn 1? Well, I didn't know that, alright? I like the part of the game where you go to Manster for no reason. The callbacks were nice. Last Hope being a combination of like 3 separate chapters was kind of funny. It's a shame that Reeve was still in the same spot, so he just kind of got destroyed. That would have been a way more fun chapter if you couldn't just like burn down the boss. Time for the creature campaign. And yeah, that's it. That's Effie Midori. I had a good time with it. Glad I played it. I kind of got hard stuck on the final map because I was playing like shit, but as it turns out, just cheese harder. I wish the game had preventative measures from cheesing super hard, but God, sidebar here. I really wish that like CGs that would appear in the credits appeared during the story more often. Because like FE7 does this too with like the Dorcas and Urk and Sarah CG. I wish some of these CGs like played at points during the story. It feels like it's kind of wasteful to just have them be shit that happens in the end. There's only one creature campaign unit and it's fucking Sedgar for some reason. It is what it is. Come here, buddy. Are there male mage knights in Sacred Stones? Ewan, technically. I think it's just Ewan, though. Because Mulder only gets Sage Bishop. Null doesn't get access to the Anima Magic line. So, yeah. If you want to make Ewan a late mage knight, you can. But A lot of people end up making you in a summoner because summoners are kind of broken. All rights, including the copyrights of game, scenario, program, and music, were reserved by Nintendo Company Ltd. And Intelligent Systems Company Ltd. Look at Eirika's hair in that. That shit. Okay. Ephraim's hair I can buy. All right. Ephraim's hair, that's green enough. Eirika, you're just Sita. You're just looking like Sita. Doggy, doggy. My scrunky little boy. The real green were the friends you made along the way. All right, time for turn count. Good, good, good. A little less good, a little less good. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, probably grinding for supports, probably grinding for supports. Good, 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 good. Grinding for supports, grinding for something. Good, good, good. Potentially good, good. Probably good, probably bad. Dog bath stream when? Okay, like, does anyone actually enjoy those? Also, we're just gonna skip through all of this. We can't read any of this. Okay, we used Rebecca a lot. We used Banana Man. Nephany we used a lot. We tried to use Guy. We didn't die. Arden. Go Arden. I feel like promoting Sane to Great Knight was actually a mistake. His speed was too low to be able to double anything. Asbel, you did something. You did nothing. Well, you died, but you gave us leadership stars along the way. You died. You don't have green hair. Oscar was a good filler unit. You died immediately. Oh yeah, Nino died to the... She got stoned and then crit. Michelle died. You did literally nothing. Literally nothing. Good, good, good. Yada yada yada. I mean, you can see for yourself how I pretty much just turned into a solo near the end, but if you allow me to play like GBA Fire Emblem, I will play like GBA Fire Emblem. 1 kill nils. Fire good. And there you have it. There's Effie Midori. Yeehaw, hooray. I enjoyed it. I think the front half was a little better designed than the latter half, but I think the unit variance you get in the latter half is way more fun. I like that you split the army. I think that's a cooler way to go about things. What did you miss? The entirety of Effie Midori. Oh, Master Lord. Ooh, not Great Lord. Master Lord. I like that. I love how even, like, the Necromancer is a green color palette. That's cute. Anyway, there's Midori. We're gonna have a break, and then we'll do a bit of Super Thracia, so you are sated. I mean, yeah, because it's a Japanese hack. Yeah, I know, but, like, I didn't realize that Great Lord was Master Lord in JP. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll be back in a few. Don't go anywhere or do. It's up to you. BRB.